What's up, I'm Nevaeh and you're watching Nevaeh's channel. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about patience and the importance it is to have it in self-love. But we're going to start with the plant of the day, which is a dreamless plant of mine, the Norfolk Island pine. And I didn't know it was a seasonal plant. Not that it dies when the season's up, but people don't really want it until Christmas time. But anyways, it's stunning. Look at the new little bulbs too. I'm obsessed. You have no idea how long I've been talking about it. Honestly, obsessed. Stunning. But that's not why you're here. Also, it doesn't mean that I'm going to throw it out after the season changes, obviously, because I'm a plant person. Some people do. I do not approve of those people. Anyways, we deserve patience. We need patience. Patience is a virtue. All of those things. In self-love, because self-love takes time. Not only are you trotting new territory, you are also discovering new things about yourself and others. Over time, you are retraining your mind, which is a very hard thing to do. You are starting from scratch. You are destroying the old you and believing in the new you, despite all odds, despite what you've seen in the past. So it's gonna feel uncomfortable. It's gonna feel surreal. It's going to need patience because you are starting a new journey that you may not have seen others take. Not everyone has people around them that love themselves. Not everyone chooses to love themselves or knows that it's an option. Not everyone has the, how do you say that? Not everyone has the perception or the depth or the idea, because not everyone cares to heal or face themselves. And I'm not saying that people who don't face themselves or heal aren't choosing that. Sometimes they have no idea what that means or that it's possible. I remember being someone who hated myself, which we're not talking about that, but and thinking that everyone that was happy was faking. Now that's a lot of people faking, which is true. Sometimes a lot of people fake things we can see in the media, but I believed for a moment in life that every single person that was like, oh, I'm so happy, oh, I love myself, oh, da, 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 was lying. I believe they were liars. So sometimes you have the lack of perspective, the lack of experience, and it makes you less interested in the path that other people take. Not to mention, some people don't have time for it. And I know what you're thinking. What do you mean you don't have time for yourself? When you are unaware of a different option and you don't believe that life can be any different, you will not search for solutions to said problems. And that's what I mean. So patience. Patience with the idea that you have looked yourself in the mirror and been like, actually, we can be better, even though around you, you have not seen the difference. It is honestly the journey of the mind, because you have to teach yourself that there is better out there for you. You are better later after doing the work, even though you have no proof. It is faith and belief in self and capability, and sometimes it doesn't come easy. I'm gonna say most times it doesn't come easy when you're starting your self-love journey. So patience is important because we have to remember that self-love and self-care do not mean always striving for the next goal. Yes, there are more goals, there will always be a next step, but it also means appreciating the now, the present moment, the bonds you have, the bonds you've lost. And I'm not saying that you have to appreciate every single person, because not every single person is a factor to you or benefit to you. They can teach you lessons, even if the lesson is, I will never be treated that way again. But understanding that You don't have to set a time on when you expect to be hopelessly and deeply in love with yourself. It is a journey, and it is a life journey, because you have a whole life to live. So self-love isn't a thing you could put a time frame on. It's kind of something you have to just take your time with, to understand who you are, who you want to be, and who needs to go so that you could be said person. I know it sounds like I'm like, there's no hope. That's not what I'm saying. It just takes time, and it takes energy and effort and unreal belief that there can be better, you can be better, and there is better, even when you can't see it. Because it's true. People change. Not everyone. And don't use that as an excuse to just believe everyone who says they've changed. But people can change themselves if they want to. And they do the work, because wanting to and doing the work are two separate things. Change and time, they really correlate. And patience with the idea that you are rebranding, starting over, starting from scratch. You are reinventing yourself. It's gonna take time. It should take time, because rushed work is what happened before. Rushed processes, rushed ideas, rushed mindsets are how you got to where you were before you started self-love. It's a quick decision on what that means and why it means that. She's just walking around the house. Why it means that. And that leads to misunderstandings, misalignments, a lot of things that are avoidable if you just take the time. And you deserve your time, you deserve your energy, you deserve your effort more than anyone else in your life, because you've been there the longest. Now, against your will, but still. I think that's where we're gonna leave it off today. I am in a different hairstyle than I was the last video, and I was supposed to have 2 other videos from when I had that hairstyle, but I didn't because I'm behind somehow, and I don't know what happened or why, but we are fixing that, hence why my hair is back to what it was before the locks. This is an in-between phase. There's gonna be more later, but I wanted to get the video out. One, I want to show off my beautiful North Folk Island pine, and 2, I just wanted to get, my channel back to weekly, even though it's still not weekly, because it's last I checked 10 days since I posted a video, so we're working on it. We got a lot going on, okay? Which is good, because we deserve patience.